perhaps more importantly, the opportunities of the increasingly complex world we live in. So it's as well to remember the kind of personal resources that we need to survive and thrive in such a world. As the American actor John Barrymore once said many, many years ago, happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. So stay open to those opportunities and keep imagining those possibilities. After all, as Jim Carrey, another actor, said, you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Perhaps the key to happiness, or at least profound contentment, lies in the commitment to take action and the knowledge that doing so is perhaps the best you can hope for. Ultimately, your hopes and your dreams can only be realized if you decide to attempt them. Some may fail, but others may turn out to be the start of a journey that could transform your lives and the lives of others. So as Goethe said, whatever you can do, or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, it has power, it has magic. Begin it now. We wish you well as you continue through your life in the world, in your studies, in your careers. Build upon what you have learned here at ICS and know that we will be walking with you every step of the way. Thank you. And now we're ready to present the diplomas to our graduates, so I invite Richard Westcott, who's our upper school coordinator, to come forward to introduce the 4 tutors, and they will then introduce the students one by one. Mr. Westcott?
Thank you, Mr. Singer. And we'll start with Mr. Bock, who would like to come up. Mr. Bock, to introduce your tutor group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, family, relatives, close friends and teachers of the ICS graduation class 2016. As one of the tutors of the ICS examination class, I have now the pleasure, but above all the honor, to introduce to you my tutees in alphabetical order. Laurent Bélanger-Lowe from Canada is a highly impressive young man with a wide range of interests. His English literature teacher says that he is, and I quote, an amazingly perceptive student, and his essays surprise and enlighten, end of quote. During a university summer course, he read, among others, Homer's Odyssey, a number of the greatest surviving Greek tragedies, and several books of Virgil's Aeneid, submitting essays for which he received a dazzling 98% as a final grade. What's more, Laurent won the North Anglia, mind you, not the ICS, the North Anglia Creative Writing Competition for upper secondary. So it shouldn't come as a big surprise that Laurent is going to pursue his academic career in St. Andrews, Scotland, studying classics and philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Laurent Bélanger-Lowe. Girl Elisa Bensadon is a caring and strong-willed young woman from Colombia, Argentina, Israel, and Poland. She was born and raised in Colombia and lived for 2 years in Brazil before coming to Spain 2 years ago. One of Gal's most powerful experiences so far has been the CASP project at Maccabi Tzahir, a youth moment where Gal mentored young children. Gal will take a gap year to participate in a non-formal education program in Tel Aviv. Upon our return, she wants to study marketing communications at the IE University, as she's always been fond of marketing and advertisement. Ladies and gentlemen, Gal Elisa Bentadon. Ana Patricia Bermejo Pariente is from Spain. She is a strong-minded young woman with a passion for the natural sciences. Outside of class, she's an accomplished athlete. She has a scholarship at a local athletics club and takes part in cross-country competitions. And in that capacity, she has won several national and local awards. She's also a linchpin of our ICS volleyball team and helped it to victory last year in the North Anglia Championships in Switzerland. She's also found time for voluntary work, helping in summer schools with young children. Anna has a burning desire to study zoology at the University of Edinburgh. Ladies and gentlemen, Ana Patricia Bermejo Pariente. Alejandro de la Parte Autran, a citizen from Spain, has lived in England, France, and Italy before landing at ICS 2 years ago. He's an enthusiastic and sociable young man who has a tendency to digress a bit in his presentations. But let's face it, who has not been guilty of that? Outside his studies, his main passion is football, playing 7-a-sides and representing the school in his first team. He's also involved in sports coaching for the younger age groups at school and is an active member of our Model United Nations group. After this summer, he will be embarking on a new path, studying chemical engineering at the University of Bath. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause, Alejandro de la Parte Autran. Nicholas Michael Duncan. He is a bright and very conscientious young man from Peru, with a clear sense of his academic goals. As you can tell from his name, Nicholas has English roots, and hence his desire to study in England. Outside the classroom, he plays in school football team and enjoys regular visits to the gym. He follows current affairs avidly and has broad intellectual interests. He reads on a wide range of topics, from quantum mechanics to string theory, no less. Nicholas will be off to study management at the University of Bath in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Michael Duncan. Valentina Faustinelli was born in Venezuela and is the proud owner of 2 passports, Venezuelan and, no, not Italian, French. She's a personal young adult who has a wide range of interests. She is an enthusiastic sportswoman and a key member of the ICS basketball team, which won the golden medal in the North Anglia Championships in Prague. She has worked for the past 2 years as a children's entertainer for Minispa, tutoring young students in maths. She's also spent last summer volunteering on a project in rural Bangladesh. Valentina is very interested in biochemistry and pharmacology and is going to study one of these subjects either at the University of Bristol or at the University of Nottingham. Ladies and gentlemen, Valentina Faustinelli. Isabel Hernandez Hernandez. She's from Spain, a warm and bright and very supportive young woman with lots of potential, even though it takes some effort to convince her of that. Outside the classroom, she has been a committed member of our Model United Nations program for 3 years, and she's also volunteered for the Mohibun Nessa project in Bangladesh at a local children's hospital. She enjoys physical exercise, including swimming, dance, and taekwondo, and has won a Bronze Duke of Edinburgh Award. Next year, she will be studying liberal arts at the University of Birmingham. Ladies and gentlemen, overwhelming applause for Isabel Hernandez Hernandez. Tomás Hornos. He's a citizen from Argentina and Italy. He has been with us at ICS for 5 years now, and his great passion is skateboarding. So it doesn't come as a surprise that if I tell you that his CAS project consisted of teaching people how to snowboard. His goal in life is, I quote, to create an empire. Thomas may think big, but he realizes that he must start small. Startup is a key word for him. So Thomas will study either at Royal Holloway University of London or at the Instituto Impresa, better known as the IE University Madrid, to make his own startup or create the beginnings of his empire. So, ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Tomás Hornos. Emily Ana Insua. She's a citizen from Portugal and Uruguay. Before she came to Spain, she lived in the US and Denmark. In the 1 year that she has been with us, she has made a lasting impression on her teachers and her peers with her cheerful nature and mature personality. Next year, she will be taking a gap year to support volunteering projects in Peru, where she will be working at a shelter for abused and abandoned children. Upon her return, she would like to study at a university either in the US or the UK to become a primary education teacher or a special education teacher. So I think she might come back to ICS one day. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Emily Ana Insua. Sofia Meliá Castilla. She's from Spain and has been here at ICS since K3. Sofia is a diligent and dedicated young lady who fondly remembers all her teachers from primary. She cherishes actually a very special memory about her first day at school. She was very nervous and she didn't want to be with anybody because she felt so shy. How things can change. But luckily, in her own words, her teachers helped her with everything. I hope she will miss secondary as much as she did primary. Next year, Sofia will study business management at the Colegio Universitario de Estudios Financieros in Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, Sofia Meliá Castilla. Christian Nielsen. Even though he has been living in Spain for 18 years, Mister, that's really enough, he confessed to me one day. Christian is a citizen from both Denmark and the USA. Christian is one of those very few lucky people who have seen their dreams come true at a very young age. When I asked him, Christian, what's your dream? He answered, graduating from ICS with an IB diploma. However, this doesn't mean that there's no life after ICS. For his goal is to be the first man to land on a distant star. So not surprisingly, when asked in 5th grade about his favorite films, he said, and listen carefully, Alien versus Predator, Spaceballs, and I'm a Legend. So after this summer, he will be studying at Cornell University, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Christian Nielsen. Paloma Sabater Palma is 100% Spanish and Latina on the inside. In her own words, pata negra 100%. The thing she will always remember about ICS is this sentence. De 1 a 7 hay muchos números. Mind you, this quote did not come from her maths teacher, and not even from Mr. Riordan. It came from the one and only Miss Sanchez. Paloma would like to become a successful entrepreneur. Ask her mother, and she would say, Paloma is a born businesswoman. Yet, she's interested in more than just numbers. She believes it's really important to be aware of our natural and social surroundings and get inspiration from them. The best experience of her life so far has been a mission trip to the Philippines to do social work. And it should not come as a surprise then that Paloma is going to enroll in a double degree business administration and law at the IE Business School. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Paloma Sabater Palma. Tristan Joseph Smith is a citizen from South Africa. Before coming to Spain 6 years ago, he lived in South Africa and Norway. Tristan is a thoughtful young man with a wide range of extracurricular interests. He is an active member of our Model United Nations group and has represented the school in summits in Dublin and The Hague. He's also been involved in the European Central Bank competition, Generation Euro, and a filmmaking project with other international students on violence and displaced persons. But above all, he enjoys creative projects, and he's part of a digital media forum. He also writes and directs theatrical productions. Next year, he will embark on a degree in politics and psychology at the University of Glasgow. Now, will he go in search of the graffiti of his idol Banksy there? Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Tristan Joseph Smith. Francisco Urquijo Otero. Francisco Urquijo Otero is from Spain, but he has also lived in the UK and the US. Francisco has made a lasting impression because of his great achievements in all subjects. Due to his versatility, Francisco could almost be presented as a true homo universalis. As his CAS projects for Clean and Green Egypt and La Red Solidaria shows, however, he's also very engaged with social and welfare issues, just like his mother, by the way. These projects made him deeply aware of other people's difficulties and circumstances. And I quote him in his own words, "Most of the homeless people were really selfless and grateful when receiving the food and clothing. For example, they would always feed their children and even their beloved pets before themselves. Food for thought. Francisco is going to study mathematics at Cambridge University, maybe to improve the world. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Francisco Urquijo Otero. Sean Michael Whelan has been with us at ICS for 8 years, and before coming to Spain, he has lived in Italy and France. And as you will be able to tell from his name, Sean is from Ireland, and proudly so, I may say. Yet, Sean, your favourite football team is Arsenal. In Sean's life, but football is more than just a game. One of his most memorable experiences at ICS was when he played in the 8th grade soccer team, which provided him with a sense of belonging, as he was feeling a bit lonely when he first arrived in Spain. His goal in life is to marry Jessica Alba. Yeah, don't look around you. She's not a student of ICS. She's an American actress, model, and businesswoman. So, Sean is considering either the UK or Ireland to study politics and international relations. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for Sean Michael Whelan. Before I say farewell to you all, I would like to mention two notable members of our tutor group who cannot be here today, Jorge Aguirre Martinez and Naomi Gozal El Kharat. As far as Jorge is concerned, he recalls Mrs. Holmes as one of his favorite teachers, even though she likes Real Madrid and Jorge is an Atletico fan. Yes, you guessed it right, the reason for his absence tonight. Noemi, on the other hand, she can't be here with us because she's celebrating Sabbath with her family. Noemi Hayekara, dear Noemi, Kol Shetavashki Lu Yehi, may all your dreams come true. Duties. This road starts here, from childhood to independence, an unmarked trail waiting to be paved. Crossing land and cities, mountains, desert, seas, discovering tomorrow, and above all, the person you will be. Arising through the air, following the light towards a new beginning, towards a whole new life. Step forward now, my dear, soothe your doubts and fears. Step with confident strides, with open eyes and ears. Your inner voice will guide you, will help you find your way, will help you write your story word by word and day by day. Your new road starts here. Thank you for your attention and farewell towards your new destinations.
Thank you, Mr. Bock. Now I'll call on Mr. Hall, please, to come and introduce your tutor group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For the past 2 years, I've been the tutor for 12GH, and now I have the bittersweet task of saying goodbye to them on their graduation day. This event comes around for me every 2 years, and once again I note that the font size on my notes have got larger. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honour and privilege to introduce my outgoing tutor group to you. Gabriela Adrados Castro. Gabriela is Spanish, and she has been with us since the 11th grade. She'll be going on next year to study in the Instituto de Empresa in Madrid, Business. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabriela Adrados Castro. Hamad Jamal Al-Ameri is from the United Arab Emirates. He has been with us since the 10th grade. Next year, he's not certain whether he will be doing military service in the Emirates or going to St. Louis University in Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, Hamad Jamal Al-Ameri. Laura Celine Candrian Polo is from both Switzerland and Chile. She has been with ICS since grade 2. Next year, she will be going to Lancaster University to study marketing and psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Celine Candrian Polo. Javier Casla Frigols is Spanish. He has been with ICS since the 9th grade. Next year, he hopes to go to Rotterdam in Holland to study psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Javier Casla Frigols. Jordi Drenthen is from Holland. He has been with ICS since the 6th grade. Next year, he hopes to go to Warwick to study philosophy, politics, and economics. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordi Drenthen. Roy Efrat is from both Israel and Holland. He has been with ICS since the 7th grade. Next year, he will be doing military service in Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, Roy Efrat. Maria Garcia Ojeles Lázaro is Spanish. She's been with ICS since the 10th grade. She hopes to go to the Instituto de Empresa in Madrid to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Garcia Ojeles Lázaro. Ana Guri Vega is Spanish. She's been with us since the 11th grade. Next year, she hopes to go to Swansea to study biology. I wonder who her influences were. Ladies and gentlemen, Ana Guri Vega. Nicolas Brian Insua is both from Portugal and Uruguay. He has been with us since the 11th grade. Next year, he will be taking a gap year working for an ONG, possibly in Costa Rica. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolas Brian Insua. Lydia Mascaro Colomer is Spanish and French. She has been with ICS since the 4th grade. Next year, she will be going to Bangor in Wales to study English literature. Ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Mascaro Colomer. Marco Mutoni is Italian. He has been with ICS since the 8th grade. Next year, he will be taking a gap year to gain industrial experience before studying engineering at Cambridge University. Ladies and gentlemen, Marco Mutoni. Mariola Rubio Canton is Spanish. She has been with ICS since the 4th grade. Next year, she will be going to Chile, Edinburgh, to study computer science with management. Ladies and gentlemen, Mariola Rubio Canton. Christopher John Thornton is Canadian. He's been with us since the 11th grade. Next year, he will be going back to Toronto to study technology and business. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher John Thornton. Daniela Tumazi. Dana is from Mexico and Cyprus. She has been with ICS since the 8th grade. I feel I should especially mention Dana because she had the unfortunate circumstance of having to be in class with me 1 week 19 times, breaking all records, and yet she still smiles. She is hoping to go to Krakow in Poland to study medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniela Tumazi. Mauro Villanueva Aguado is Spanish. He has been with ICS since grade 3. He has grown somewhat since then. Next year, he's going to study engineering in Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, Mauro Villanueva Aguado. Nureen Nadia Mohammed Zarir is from Malaysia. She joined ICS in the 11th grade. Next year, she will be going back to Malaysia to study business at the University Technology Mara in Shah Alam. Ladies and gentlemen, Nureen Nadia Mohammed Zarir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. And now Mr. Parado's turn. Mr. Parado, please.
Distinguished guests, parents and families, colleagues, graduands, for whom the day is your own, I have the responsibility and honor of presenting 16 students who have successfully completed their ICS diplomas. Alejandro Acaroid Cornejo is a lively, popular student with great originality and a capacity for surprise. Without doubt, Alejandro will one day make a mark on the world. His origins are in Spain and the United Kingdom, and it is to the latter that he returns now to study liberal arts at the University of Essex. Ladies and gentlemen, Alejandro Acaroid Cornejo. Ekaterina Vladimirovna Antonienko is from Russia and has been with us for 2 years. She accepted and succeeded in the challenge of mastering English and has demonstrated her formidable intellect and artistic qualities throughout. She is also an absolutely delightful person. She leaves for the University of British Columbia in Vancouver to study cognitive science and biotechnology. Ladies and gentlemen, Ekaterina Vladimirovna Antonienko. Victoria Borregon Rodriguez is Spanish. She has a friendly, helpful personality and a creative love of life. Victoria shows great promise as an artist. often deriving inspiration from her talent and experience in the world of dance. Victoria has plans for IE University and business studies and stays here in the Villa y Corte de Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Borregon Rodriguez. Miriam Cohen Pellico. Venezuela and Spain can claim the honor of this impressive and charming student. Miriam is dedicated and vigorous. She is a capable actor, a tremendous sports person, and is also well-informed in politics. Miriam goes forth to University College London to study mathematics and economics. Ladies and gentlemen, Miriam Cohen Pellico. Jonas de Ret is from Belgium. Helpful, efficient, and utterly reliable, Jonas has not been late or absent for his entire 2 years in upper school, and often conducts early morning tutorial sessions for friends. He is also a vigorous sports person. Jonas plans to pursue law and business studies in the University of Warwick in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonas de Ret. Alicia Gravel hails from France and from Spain. She has a gentle, quiet nature with an omnipresent, warm smile. These sympathetic qualities have helped us all through the, at times, difficult 2 years of upper school. Alicia plans to study international business in the United Kingdom at Royal Holloway College, University of London. Ladies and gentlemen, Alicia Gravel. Nicolás Hernández Sainz Valiente is Spanish and has spent 5 years at ICS. Nicolás is a proficient sportsman and passionately interested in mathematics and physics, often also running high-level early morning tutorials for fellow students. He plans to study mechanical engineering in Australia, either in Melbourne or at Monash University. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolás Hernández Sainz Valiente. Marion Eleanor Lane. Marion, who is a citizen of Spain, the United Kingdom, and France, started at ICS in K3. She is a keen sports person with a warm interest in ideas, people, and the world of today, all of which she will pursue in studying education and psychology at the University of Bath in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Marion Eleanor Lane. Juan Francisco Mazzolini is from Argentina. His is a responsible and conscientious personality. Blessed with gentlemanly manners, he is popular and helpful, sociable and sporting. Juan Francisco plans to pursue studies in business and management and is deciding between the University of Exeter in the UK or IE University here in Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Francisco Mazzolini. Arcadia Molinas Argimon is a citizen of Spain. She plans to study American literature and creative writing at the University of East Anglia in Norwich in the UK. So it will be no surprise to you if I describe her as being a brilliant conversationalist who always has a good book to hand, and add that she is perhaps our college's expert in the works of Graham Greene. Ladies and gentlemen, Arcadia Molinas Argimon. John Orue Alferez is from Spain. He has been at ICS since grade 6. Like Albert Schweitzer, John embodies intellectual curiosity, a sense of mission and originality. He touches various fields and enlivens many a class. John plans a gap year to take art courses and pursue other studies before deciding on his course in higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, John Orue Alferez. Lola Plaza Fernandez. Lola joined us this year when she returned to her native Spain from Rome. She faced the difficult task of finding her feet in a new school and bridging disparate programs of study. However, her warmth, originality, and artistic flair have helped her and made us feel that we are firm friends. Lola plans to study law and business management in Spain and is deciding between CUNEF and ICADE, both in Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, Lola Plaza Fernandez. Ana Sanz. Ana is from Spain. She is a talented, witty student with a gift for languages. She is also a noteworthy actor with an uncanny facility for blending voice and character that may one day rival Meryl Streep. After 6 years at ICS, Anna is heading for King's College London to study liberal arts and sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, Ana Sanz. Jacob Spencer Wright. From the UK and Spain, Jacob has been at ICS since he was 3. I remember meeting him when he was lost in the secondary building one day, perhaps not long after he started. Creative, original, Jacob has talents that cover the full artistic and musical spectrum, including an excellent baritone voice, though I didn't notice that on our first meeting. Jacob will pursue film studies at the University of Creative Arts in Farnham, in England. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Spencer Wright. Kyle Van Oostrum is from the Netherlands and Cuba. Immensely good-natured, he has an astonishing breadth of interests and talents: sport, student council, literature, and music, with a particular penchant for the piano works of Claude Debussy. His distinguished 13 years at ICS mean that he leaves many friends as he goes forth to the University of St. Andrews in Scotland to study philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Van Oostrum. Dominic Joseph Wolfe. A good-natured, gentlemanly fellow, Dominic's stoic calm and pleasant smile have helped us all through the occasionally stormy seas of upper school. Dominic is, however, thoroughly at home in the 21st century, the other century is more mine perhaps, and demonstrates this by choosing to study game design and development at the University of Chester in his native United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Joseph Wolfe. And that, Mr. Singer, concludes my presentation of 16 duties.
Thank you, Mr. Parado. And now for the last tutor group, I call on Ms. Sanchez. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sanchez.
Good afternoon. 2016 is a very special graduation year. Not only is it the 4th centenary of the death of Shakespeare and Cervantes, but you are leaving ICS in a commemorative year, the same as when you joined the school. The world will be celebrating with you. Juan Alcaraz Ladrón de Guevara. Juan is from Spain. He arrived at ICS in 2012. That year's Nobel Peace Prize winner said, conflicts must be resolved with mediations, cooperation, and respect to human rights. Don't forget this. Juan, you are hardworking and transmit peace wherever you go. Juan wants to study international business and management at Regent University in London. Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Alcaraz Ladrón de Guevara. Sara Bensadón Catalán. Sara is from Spain. She arrived at ICS in 2012. That year's Nobel Literature Prize winner said, "Let your work talk for you. Don't forget this." Sara, you are very responsible and sensitive. Sara wants to study psychology at the University of Boston, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Sara Bensadón Catalán. Chiara Bracci. Chiara is from Italy. She arrived at ICS in 2011. That year's Nobel Peace Prize winner said, "The size of your dreams must always excite your current capacity to achieve them. Don't forget this." Chiara, you are hardworking, generous, and always smiling. Chiara wants to study psychology at the University of Bath in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Chiara Bracci. Matthias Candrian Polo. Matthias is from Switzerland and Chile. He arrived at ICS in 2005. That year's Nobel Economics Prize winner said, "What people do affects what other people do." Don't forget this. Matthias, you are very loyal and friendly. Matthias wants to study international business at the University of Kent in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthias Candrian Polo. Ignacio de San Malo Zamacola. Ignacio is from Panama. He arrived at ICS in 2011. That year's Nobel Prize winner for medicine said, "We live in a passionate era with fantastic discoveries every month. Don't forget this." Ignacio, you are polite and friendly. Ignacio is going to take a gap year. Ladies and gentlemen, Ignacio de San Malo Zamacola. Sofía Duato Amusategui. Sofía is from Spain. She arrived at ICS in 2014. That year's Nobel Prize for Literature winner said, "Every biography is, to a certain extent, inspired fiction." Don't forget this. Sofía, you are creative and sensitive. Sofía wants to study politics and international relations at the University of Warwick in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Sofía Duato Amusategui. Víctor García Ranera. Víctor is from Spain. He arrived at ICS in 2001. That year, the Nobel Prize winner for economics said, "Education is a signal of high individual productivity." Don't forget this. Víctor, you are very analytical and have a talent for words. Víctor wants to study economics and business at the University de Alcalá de Henares in Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, Víctor García Ranera. Adelaide Guiani Llanes. Adelaide is both French and American. She arrived at ICS in 2010. That year's Nobel Prize winner for literature said, "Nothing enriches human desires as much as reading. Don't forget this." Adelaide, you are loyal and cosmopolitan. Adelaide wants to study digital media communication at the Royal Holloway University in London. Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide Guió Llanes. Beatriz Martínez Verde. Beatriz is from Spain. She arrived at ICS in 2002. That year's Nobel Prize winner for economics said, "Think fast, but also think slowly. Don't forget this." Bea, you are a caring and idealistic. Beatriz wants to study business and manage it at Holt International Business School in London. Ladies and gentlemen, Beatriz Martínez Verde. Luca Muttoni. Luca is Italian and American. He arrived at ICS in 2011. That year's Nobel Prize winner in physics said, "And everything is possible again. Don't forget this." Luca, you are very hardworking, analytical, and very kind. Luca wants to study mechanical engineering at the University of Bath in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Luca Muttoni. Saori Nara. Saori is Japanese and Brazilian. She arrived at ICS in 2013. That year's Nobel Prize winner for literature said, "Constant happiness is curiosity. Don't forget this." Saori, you are always smiling and peaceful. Saori wants to study international relations at the University of Waseda in Tokyo, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, Saori Nara. Wasil Resk. Wasil is from Egypt. He arrived at ICS in 2014. That year's Nobel Peace Prize winner said, "The best way to solve problems and to fight is through dialogue. Don't forget this." Wasil, you are very hardworking, responsible, and charismatic. Wasil wants to study at the Walsh School of Foreign Service at Georgetown University, Washington, D.C., in the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Wasil Resk. Alex Tersibachian. Alex is Lebanese. He arrived at ICS in 2003. That year's Nobel Chemistry Prize winner said, "My advice to young scientists is think critically about your work. Don't forget this." Alex, you are hardworking and cheerful. Alex wants to study neurobiology and chemistry at Boston University, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Tersibachian. Leticia Tocino Torrubia. Leticia is from Spain. She arrived at ICS in 2013. That year's Nobel Chemistry Prize winner said, "Creativity is thinking up new things. Innovation is doing new things. Don't forget this." Leticia, you are creative and sensitive. Leticia wants to study business management at Holt University in London. Ladies and gentlemen, Leticia Tocino Torrubia. And finally, Javier Vidal Rojas. Javier is from Spain. He arrived at ICS in 2012. That year's Nobel Peace Prize winner said, "We need science to address all the great challenges of the future. Don't forget this." Javier, you are forward-thinking, polite, and very responsible. Javier wants to study engineering at Princeton University, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Javier Vidal Rojas. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Singer. Thank you, tutors. And so with diplomas presented, it's time for a musical interlude with Ms. Hodgson and the fantastic Senior Secondary Choir.